Lions TV. We are sponsored by Regal Elevators and Lufc Consultants Limited, a company that is owned and operated by a Millwall fan, just like every single one of the sponsors that you can see on the screen right now. If you are going to do a bit of business in 2025, then please keep it in the Millwall family by checking out all of our sponsors' website links in the description below. This is your preview show looking ahead to tomorrow night's trip to face Leeds United at Ellen Road. We've already done them twice this season, and now we are looking for the match ball. As always, let's kick off the show by taking a look at the 11 that Alex Neil might pick to start the match. Okay, so only one defeat in our last 5 league games. We are coming into this game. I think it's like 2 defeats in our last 12 league games. And I get the feeling that it's not really got that feel about it amongst the team, confidence-wise, and amongst the fan base, you know, being happy with things. But Alex Neil's doing a good job. I haven't really looked into that too much so far since he's taken over. We was supposed to do the podcast last night, and I had to call that off. That was my fault. I had something crop up, which I had to go and sort out. So apologies for that, and we will get that done at some point. But what will the gaffer go with tomorrow night against Leeds? I'm not sure. Look, this is the team that I would go with. In goal, Lucas Jensen, of course, and in the back 5, pretty much as you were. Same with Billy Mitchell and Casper the Nor in the centre of the midfield. Then I will play George Saville as a third central midfielder, pushing on a little bit more, or you can let Casper bomb on, whichever you like. Then I'd have Aziz on the left and Maku on the right, and up front as a lone striker, Josh Coburn. Why would I go with that team? Well, obviously, there's no Liam Roberts, but he wouldn't be playing anyway because Lucas Jensen is first choice, and I thought he had a very good game against Watford and silenced some of his critics. The back four's picking itself at the minute, as are Denor and Mitchell in the centre of that midfield. The problem for me is still the 10. I don't feel Cundle's doing enough. I thought we played slightly better in the second half against Watford, but for me, he's still not doing enough, and we need to get up the pitch as a unit, and I don't feel we do that enough. We don't seem to spend, you know, definitely against Watford, and didn't really get in Bristol City's half, really, and threaten them anything, did we? But I feel we need to get up the pitch more as a team, and I think you can do that by coming forward as a unit from deeper. So I will definitely have Savs in there for that, and the experience factor. It's going to be a full house at Leeds. They're going to be looking for revenge. We'll get onto that in a minute. In the wide areas, Aziz has got to start. I would be tempted to play Aziz in a 10, but I think it's going to be a little bit too attacking at Leeds. I expect us to be under the cosh up there. So Aziz for me on the left, and then on the right, I stick a Maku. He's got to start, and he, you know what? He wasn't great at Watford. It took him a while to get into the game, but he still managed to get an assist and get involvement in the game. And of course, he set up Casper Di Ballon d'Or for the start of the comeback. But I always say, 2 types of player, Aziz and a Maku, they both play the same position. Aziz likes to get the ball up. We saw at Leeds in the Cup, and he likes to cut inside. Whereas a Maku, he prefers to go, although he's right-footed, he prefers to hit the byline. And his left foot deliveries aren't great because he's right-footed. So for me, I definitely feel he'd be even more of a threat on the right-hand side. And then up front, it's harsh on a big Serb. Coburn was getting dog's abuse from our fans at Watford. And I'm going to say this about Coburn. He's had a few injuries, hasn't he, through his career and since he's been at Millwall. And people are saying he's lazy, this, that, and the other. He does hold the ball up well, okay? And I think that's going to be, again, it's going to suit us playing against Leeds tomorrow night. The Serb, I love. He's a massive hero at the club. It's really exciting times with him, but I still feel there's a bit more to his game to add. And in this instance, I think Coburn will do a better job of making the ball stick and then, like I said, dragging the team up the pitch. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Just from what I'm seeing, Coburn, I'm not agreeing with people saying he's lazy. But what I do see is that he isn't getting about as much as he was. So I'm not sure if he's a bit mindful of those injuries he has had. And he's just taking a little 5-10% off his game to make sure he gets through without injuries. He's probably going to get injured now tomorrow night. But that's the team I would go with. Let's move on to our opposition. As we've already mentioned, it's Leeds United. Managed by Daniel Farker, Leeds were, or still are, flying high at the top of the table, looking for promotion back to the Premier League. But on Sunday, they lost their first league game in 18, losing 1-0 at Pompey. Not an easy place to go, as we know, but we got 3 points there, and they didn't. And previous to that, they drew 1-1 at home with West Bromwich Albion. So in their last 5 league games, it doesn't make as much good reading as you can see there. However, it is only 1 league defeat in 18, and that was against Pompey on Sunday. Are Leeds falling apart once again just in time for the visit of the mighty Lions? Leeds are going to be up for this because they're going to say, well, we played our reserves against you in the Cup. We beat them at the Den 1-0. Jaff got the goal. They had their full side out. We had our full side out. The FA Cup game, they can say they didn't play their full side all they like. And yes, they didn't play a lot of their more recognised players, but we didn't either. I think Billy Mitchell played and started that game, and he hadn't started the game in a long time following injury layoffs and struggling to get back in front of Savs and Denor. Wes Harding ain't kicked a football under Alex Neil. I don't think he kicked one under Neil Harris, really. And Leah Roberts got brought into goal, although, as we know, he's a better goalkeeper than Lucas Jensen. Lucas Jensen is our confirmed number one. You also had a debut there for Camille Nedgley, I think, wasn't it? So, you know, we wasn't maybe at our best or at our most recognised first team either, and they're going to be looking for revenge. Will they get it? They always fall apart against us, and we don't do bad there at all historically. Usually very exciting games. Let's move on to a prediction. And so, this is your pre-match prediction, and here we go. This is difficult for me because, of course, I want us to stay in touch with the playoffs. Of course, I want to say we're going to go out there and beat Leeds. I'm going to say this. I will bite your hand off right now for a point and then follow that up with 3 points at home against Stoke at the Den on Saturday before the international break will still keep us nicely amongst it. I think we're currently 4 points off the playoffs. There's games tonight, and I think Norwich are playing Sheffield Wednesday, which is two teams, one either side of us. Same with QPR and someone else, I think. So everyone's got to play everyone, and if we do lose the game at Leeds, it won't be the end of the world. And on that basis, unfortunately, I am going to go for a 2-0 Leeds win. I hope I'm wrong. It's rare I predict a loss, but I am going for a 2-0 Leeds win. But as I said already, I would absolutely bite your hand off right now for a point. And so that's your lot for this preview show. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I won't be travelling to Leeds tomorrow night. Over the last 5 weeks-ish, I've done Luton away, Portsmouth away, Leeds away in the Cup, Plymouth away, absolute horror show, Derby away and Watford away. And on Sunday, me and Henry are going to Belgium. We're going to go and watch Club Brugge in their final league game. Big thanks to my mate Thibaut for sorting us out the tickets for that one. We always said we'd go back for a game, and on Sunday we are going to Bruges. So yeah, I'm going to have to sit this one out, and as I always say, there isn't an endless pot of YouTube money that some people think that there is. I will be live streaming though, directly from sort of Lions TV towers. A live stream. Of course, I can still do those ones away from home. Not allowed to do them at the Den anymore, which I've covered in a previous video, which is a shame. But the away days are back. I'll link that playlist in at the end of this video. Loads to catch up on. Loads of good victories as well on the road, other than Plymouth, of course, but I didn't bother putting that one out at your request. So there you go. Yeah, I'll be live streaming from in here tomorrow night from, I think it's 7:45, around 7:15. Keep your eye on the socials tomorrow. Good luck to you boys travelling. Please bring home the 3 points. Please subscribe to Lions TV. Come on, you Lions.